Hello. We gotta wait for the little. We're waiting. There
We're
it
waiting.
is.
There we go.
Hello, guys. I want to let you know right now. We have a traitor. We have a traitor in our midst. She's decided she has to go have a life. She wants to go to Vegas.
Right.
So
Crazy.
there's no
I would
show
want to
next
go
week.
to Vegas.
How fucking dare she? If you're wondering,
However, if anybody's in Vegas, hit me up.
I think Pink Dolphin Milk is still in Vegas. But if you're wondering why I'm doing this, I've had a very long weekend. It was a good weekend, but still stressful. And so instead of waiting till I'm off stream and only Horror gets to see me do my facial routine, you guys,
Everybody gets to.
everyone gets to. You all missed
I'm no longer special.
You got to watch me pluck my eyebrows, though.
True. Though your light was mostly in the way for that.
That's true. She saw. You guys want to see what she saw? This that's what she saw. And yeah. By the way, the dog soap from Reed Street Soaps, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. It was great. The dogs didn't scratch for 2 days. Now, granted,
Ooh.
I had them go outside and everything, so eventually that ended. But before then, it was great. The paw bomb, great big hit. The dogs love it.
Hey, Joker.
They love it so much that Orion knocked the jar into the tub, and I got very scared because it was a giant glass jar. And I was like, fuck. And it was all filled with water, and it's very low temp, soluble, so I was a little pissed about that, but it is what it is. I've got the time cards right there. Whoops. Gotta calculate those for that last week. But hello, everybody. I saw Moon. I saw Rachel. Kazuo the Great. Hello. Hello, Joker.
Thank you, Joker.
I know. Do you guys see this bitch's hair? It's so cute.
I am so glad I was able to get into my stylist. I thought I was going to have to find somebody else. I was having a heart attack.
And I'll tell you now.
Please don't.
Wait, what kind of touch? I'm so lonely. Wait, why am I putting on this serum?
I don't know. It's your stuff.
Shut up. Don't logic me, but I've got my biker hair on right now.
Watch out, she might cook you.
I bought this thing at Claire's. What year? I think I bought this at Claire's 2009, 2010.
Sounds right.
And because that was like the time when you could get the rainbow star shit, and it was nothing else but just you liked rainbows and stars. Now it's all fucking movement. But
show you a movement.
Oh god. Yeah, there's been a lot. Like, I have been dealing with a lot of like Star's hair looks great too. Now you're just lying to me, Joker, but I love the lies. I like the way you lie.
We appreciate your lies, Joker.
Right. Lie to me more. My husband's asleep right now. Oh my god. No, I've been at it this week with people online. And I know I can hear Gothics now, like, why are you doing that? But she's doing it too, so it's okay. I'll be like,
she totally started her own little fight, so
right. I dressed the right. Gonna get on my Harley. Get on down the road. But I'm fixing to cause a fight today. Luna, what are you doing? What? No, but I was not able to announce it publicly until now, but you see, guys, I had a very, would you say the word is eventful? I would say eventful.
Eventful's a good word.
Changing weekend. My baby niece was born.
Yay!
A new member of the Stars Song Galaxy was born. What?
Never cross a woman while she's doing her face routine.
Face routine. You know it, Mike. I gotta get more vitamin C. The fuck?
I gotta do this. I gotta do the same. I'm out of vitamin A. I gotta get more vitamin A.
I need to get the hyaluronic. So I need to get the hyaluronic acid because with me getting older, the skin here and here the psoriasis is getting worse?
I'm having so much trouble right here.
Where?
Right here.
Yes. I actually, like, specifically, if you ever watch me do this, I specifically will focus on my eyebrows and my ears because they are like my problem areas.
I mean, I've always had some dry skin and I have eczema, but it's normally relegated just to like my hands and the back of my knees. But I have never before had so much trouble here and here before in my life. And it's just like since my 42nd birthday, it's just been getting worse. It's driving me insane. Oh no, sorry, I'm 42 now, 41st birthday.
I will tell you right now. So for me,
I still get acne occasionally, Star.
I only get whatchamacallit. I don't get, in case you're wondering, she wasn't talking to me, guys, on her channel,
Stardust. Yes, sorry.
So I don't get acne. I'm Italian, so I naturally have larger pores on my nose. And hi again, Moon. And it's just natural that they get caught up in there. And every once in a while, I'll get a zit. Specifically, guys, you would notice when I was working at the restaurant, all here I would get zits. Why? Because I was washing dishes and frying, and so all the shit would fly up and hit my face. And one time I had sweetened condensed milk. You guys remember a couple of months ago, I had a big ass zit right here because for like 5 hours I had a dollop of sweetened condensed milk on my nose. I had no idea, not a clue, because I'm pale. And it wasn't until it started looking a caramel color I even caught on.
Oh, but, Moon, it sucks. It's like being old.
I mean, we're really,
it's better than being dead.
I think we're cute for late 30s, early 40s.
I didn't say I don't look cute. For some reason, people don't believe me when I tell them I'm 42. I think they're blind, but whatever.
Well, especially because your grays aren't showing it. I think when I had my blue hair, nobody believed I was in my 30s.
I won't have.
Huh?
My mother is 60. She'll be 63 this week. And she still barely has any grays. So I am not likely to go gray for quite a long time.
I don't know when I'm going to start showing actual wrinkles. Like, thankfully, I'm not Pearl. And I don't have premature wrinkling.
I do not look 12, Shield Wall.
Damn. That's throwing hands.
That would make Sheep a pedophile.
Sulfur soap is the only thing that keeps my acne at bay. Have you, here's what I will tell you. If you use things that have aloe in them, that really helps a lot. So like I use the Burt's Bees sensitive skin stuff. So anything with rice milk, aloe, cotton extract, those all things help a lot.
Well, Brother Rudlock here says that he could send some tallow balm.
Ooh.
Never tried that.
But I will say this, like, as I've gotten older, my psoriasis is what's gotten worse. And so I try my best. That's why I'm so into my face routine, because it physically hurts.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst of it. Like,
up here, oh, God.
Oh, it hurts so much. Like, my nose, all here and here and here. And my eyebrows. Oh, my God, my eyebrows.
Burns so bad.
Oh, my God. It burns. And, like, I've always had that. So the rest of it was like my face was the last bastion. I never had any problems.
Yeah, that's where I was once upon a time. My face was fine, but no, now it's not. Great.
No, it's not. So the reason that's happening, Moon, and a lot of folks don't realize this, and I actually learned this from selling mattresses. So technically, by human standards, when you reach 26 years old, you are middle-aged. And so what happens is your cells stop regenerating. And this is where we're getting into the animal portion of the StarMorata animal show. And so
we'll work it back around eventually.
We always get there at some point. And I do have a bunch of things we can show today. I've tagged and sent a bunch of things to horror.
I know. Said I know. Stardust wants to know if you also have psoriatic arthritis.
I do not have. I don't think so. So my arthritis started. Let me get through. I will answer that in a minute. Stardust, it's a good question. So I'm going to finish the talk about the cells first. So what happens is when your cells stop regenerating, your bones stiffen up, your ligaments stiffen up, and that's why you're able to do things and not feel as much pain when you're young, is because as you're damaging your cells, they're repairing themselves very quickly. But once you reach 26, your body stops doing that, which is why they say you shouldn't become more sedentary as you get older, because, and that's what happened to me. It's one of the reasons why I'm in the physical condition I'm in, because around the time that I really started, whatchamacallit, when the pandemic hit and I had started getting a little more weight, that was around the time that I became more sedentary. And I was very active, but you'll notice it. So you'll notice it in your lower back, you'll notice it in your shoulders, in your neck, you'll notice it in your hips, in your knees. And the thing is that the old saying is true, and I can tell you from personal experience, that was the first time I've heard a Southern accent in my voice. Fuck me, I gotta get out of here. I can tell you from personal experience that when I lost the train. I thought I was so upset about hearing a Southern accent. Oh, I can tell you, like, as you're sitting and as you're not moving, you stiffen up very quickly because your body just, it adjusts. And the 5 pounds of pressure, 5 pounds of pressure for 1 pound of fat. I have felt it when I would lose weight. I feel lighter on my feet.
Oh my God, I've been feeling so much lighter. It's not even crazy. I've been going up and down the stairs in this house, of all places, multiple times a day. I mean, I used to be, I would come upstairs to go to bed and go downstairs to start the day. But now I will come upstairs to get something, or I'll come upstairs to see sheep, or it's like going up and down just a little more because I feel that little lighter.
Thank you. I always just said stop regenerating. I wouldn't actually know the real word for it, Stardust. I'm intelligent.
Star's a biologist.
Huh?
Star's another biologist.
Oh, see, so Star would correct me if I was wrong already. I have a feeling our audience is the kind that'll call us out. I go stiff from long car rides. Yeah, and they actually say every 2 hours you're supposed to stop the car, and here's why. Because of blood clots, because gravity holds your feet down. Everything gets to your feet. That's why at the end of the day, your hands feel more stiff and swollen. That's why your feet feel more stiff and swollen, because you've been walking around all day. And the thing is, the damage done to your body, this is a fun fact that a lot of folks don't know. The damage done to your body sitting all day long is just the same as the damage done to your body when you're moving all day long. The pain is the same because the damage in your joints is the same. However,
she's going back to Rhode Island, folks.
Yeah, right. I had to pull that out of there. However, the difference with it is, let me fix my camera now. The difference is that when you move around, you keep your ligaments and you keep your joints lubricated. Whereas when you don't move around, quite obviously, you are doing the opposite. And that's where the negative comes in. As for psoriatic arthritis, so my arthritis actually was triggered not by
psoriasis.
Right. It was not triggered by normal means. So I knew I was already going to potentially get it because my father has 2 replaced knees. He's always had bad knees, and I physically take after my father. My brother physically takes after my mother. So he has the same jawline, he has the same eye issues, and the same foot issues. Whereas with me, I have the same muscle structure, the same knee issues, the same teeth issues, and the same eyes. And so what ended up happening was when I was 19, on my 19th birthday, was the first time I caused damage to my knees. Technically, if you want to get really technical, the first time I damaged my knees, I was like 6 years old, and I flew off a bike and landed on both knees. And I scraped both of them real hard. And since then, it was just, a matter of time. And so when I turned 19, I was walking down a wooden roller coaster. If you guys have ever been to Lake Compounce in Connecticut, you'll know which one I'm talking about.
Nope.
Lake Compounce has a wooden roller coaster. It was rainy that day. And at the time, up until honestly very, very recently, I rarely wore any shoes. And when I did wear shoes, they were as close to barefoot as possible. And so flip-flops were one of my favorite shoes. I wore sneakers only when I had to. That changed once I hurt my knees. I was walking, and the flip-flop that I was on jammed forward, slid, and I was walking down the ramp. I slid forward and I slammed right onto my knee. And I slammed so hard, I broke off something. It's still floating in my knee somewhere. And I had a massive bruise in there. So that was the first damage I did to my knee. And then for years, I was okay. Okay. And then in 2016, I took 2 very hard falls. They didn't even break Moon. That was the problem. It just slid on the slick wood on the ramp. Then in 2016, I had 2 very hard falls. The first one was in the winter. I was walking through a Waffle House parking lot with my best friend. Same best friend caused these 2 falls. I was talking to her and I turned towards her and I didn't notice in the parking lot there was a very small jut of metal from a handicap sign. Hi, Diane. Happy belated Easter. My mother-in-law says your hair color is quite lovely.
Oh, thank you.
And so what happened was, it's kind of funny because the cops watched me somersault. As I tripped, I caught myself, but I was wearing my Crocs at the time, not those kind of Crocs. I was wearing really cute flat Crocs that looked like slippers, like the flat, like ballet slippers. I tried to catch myself, but those Crocs, the one thing they are good at is grip, but I already had the forward motion. So I hit my knees and I then proceeded to tumble and somersault across the parking lot. It was not as hard as the next hit. This was in the summer. I was walking to the same best friend's house. So we lived in the same apartment complex. I lived in the 3rd building. She lived in the 5th building. And walking through the complex, it's one straight, curve to a dead end street. And there was a speed bump. And it was hot. It was like 90 degrees. I did not want to walk because I hate the heat, as you all know. And her words to me were, at the time, you guys got to realize something. I was even more stubborn than I am now. Don't give me a challenge. I will do it. She goes, you're going to be fucking lazy and not walk. Fucking walk. You don't be a fat ass. And I was like,
how dare you?
Exactly. I was like, how dare you? Fine. So I put my purse over my shoulder and I was like in a tank top and capris like I normally am. And in my flip-flops, and I trudged my way over. Now, the thing is, these flip-flops are very comfy and very worn in and very floppy as a result. And I was hot. I was dragging my feet a little bit, but I didn't think it would happen the way it did. As I tried to walk over the speed bump, my flip-flop caught and turned underneath me, and it caused me to trip. And the thing is, I had 2 options as I'm falling. I could fall in the grass in a large pile of dog shit, or I could try to fall onto what I thought would be my side on the, whatchamacallit, onto the speed
sidewalk. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because there is no sidewalks.
Right.
Especially at the time, North Carolina, especially in the more rural areas, they don't have sidewalks. And so I fell, and on the same knee that I had a piece floating in my knee somewhere, I landed straight on that knee. And I heard the crunching immediately. And so since then, which is going on 10 years now, I've had a steady decline in my mobility because of that hit. Up until then, I was exceedingly mobile. I ran around everywhere. I did everything. I had no problems with mobility. I would go for walks. I would walk up and down town. We walked around town constantly. When Pokemon Go, I would walk for hours. And so it's like, if I could go back, that's the one thing I would 100% change. I do miss my mobility because one of the reasons I was able to be in the BOPO and able to think like that is because I was so healthy and I was so active and I could get up and down off the ground and I could dance and run around and I miss that. I miss that terribly. And the thing is, no matter how much weight I lose, I'm not going to get that mobility back because my knees are already damaged. Even if I lost weight then, the only things I can do now is get a wedge. But the thing is, you really can't kneel when you have a wedge. You can't do a lot of things. So, and the pain is what has held me back. And right now, because I am losing weight, and even though I am not at the point where the skin is so devoid of fat that it's just a thin piece of flappy skin, I really hope that I can find a way to get this shit cut off, because it's already bothering me. It's already freaking me out, the weight I've lost in my legs.
Well, from what I understand, we're both young enough that supposedly it should come back on its own. That's what I've been told from multiple people, including professionals in weight loss. So,
not just one, but two. I already know it. I already am in the understanding of it. I 100% agree. It's gonna suck, but the thing is, Stardust, that was gonna be in my future no matter what. I already knew that.
She just hastened it along.
I just kind of I put it on the fast track. I'm watching this one. Hello, Lunda Roland. Also, guys, there is one benefit today, though. I upgraded.
No more upgraded. They're cute.
I can walk in these. By the way, hi, Esteban.
Hi, Esteban.
Like, I will say already, I feel a difference with my feet being flat rather than being up in the high heel. It feels a lot better sitting here for long periods of time. And that is something that would hold me back from coming in here, plain and simple, because it's uncomfortable.
I need to find a freaking pair of slippers, or not slippers, sandals. I really want a pair of sandals before I go to Vegas.
Well, I'm telling you right now, do you have a shoe carnival near you?
Closest thing we have is a Famous Footwear, and I was in there and they didn't have anything that I could wear.
I'm going to tell you right now, okay? Go online, go to Shoe Carnival. Fuck, send me the money. I'll go find the shoes for you and mail them to you, bitch. Like,
I won't get here that fast.
If we do it right, good. Here's what I will tell you, right? I went into Shoe Carnival. I finally got myself new sneakers, guys. I wasn't able to get the ones that I wanted.
I'm probably going to have to, Star.
Huh?
Buy the sandals in Vegas. Here's the problem. So I have really bad feet. Like, really, really, really bad feet. My heels lack the fat pad that most people have under the bottom of them, like normal people. And I have fallen arches, but at the same time, I have a high instep. So I can't buy a lot of the shoes that people would normally buy in my condition because my foot won't sit underneath it appropriately.
Well, hello, Lindsay. My actual name is Lindsay. This is my mom's account. I subscribe to live streaming channels like this because I like to chat. That's so sweet.
How old are you?
Yeah, but how old are you, honey? Because this isn't for kids. So I will say, if you're under 18.
Yeah, I'm the same thing, Stardust. I'm flat-footed, but because when the top of my foot comes up higher than it should, there's a lot of shoes I just can't wear. Because my foot literally won't fit in. They might be wide enough, but they're not tall enough on the top. And there's no adjustment. Hey, Mo. Thank you for sending that message.
So sweet.
What do we got here? Yeah. Hail
y'all.
Progress, not perfection. Yep. Gary's a smart cookie.
It's true. And that's where, like, what was holding me up, Penny? What are you doing on there? And my biggest thing is right now, like, I not being at the restaurant, old enough to be Rick and Morty. Okay, good. All right. As long as you're old enough, that's all I care about. With me, pain holds me back a lot because the problem is I am terrified, positively terrified of fucking up my leg where it's like I fall and my foot's going in the wrong direction because my knee is twisted. I'm terrified of that. So I'm very careful because I know the problem is, guys, it sounds like I'm being dramatic, but it's a very real possibility for someone at my size. And, so I try to take things very carefully, very slow. But as you all know, Starman and I are talking about parenthood again after all my big talk, but the husband convinced me. So for numerous reasons, I've really got to start
Yes, I'm sure he really twisted your arm. I'm sure he had to try just ever so hard
You
to
know me, I hate
convince you. You're not fooling anybody. Oh my God.
children. Ugh. Never around them. Ugh.
But no, I know what you mean. I fell down on my ankle 2020 and tore 3 ligaments in it. And then yesterday, first, okay. So first Saturday I was out and about, and some of the retardation
Speaking of retardation, she just stopped talking.
oh my God. Yeah, no, my mom sent me a text and I was trying to read it.
Just that's what you say. The retardation. Mm.
My mother sent me a text, and I'm not gonna read it out loud, but I'm very glad that she didn't do that. Well, I'm not the one who's glad, but I'm sure there are other people who are very glad she didn't do that. But
StarMorata, you can't do that to this one.
I will
That was
send.
as bad as where's the D. I can't get the D out of my mouth.
No, my tongue kept getting stuck on it. There's a
Okay,
difference.
please step on the D. Forgive me. I forgot what part of your mouth the D was on.
But
oh God.
no, so I tore the ligaments, but the idiots were out in force on Saturday. So I was in the Walmart parking lot and I'd had to ride, and because of this was my right ankle, and I had to ride the brake in my car. Huh?
This was in 2020 or on Saturday?
No, this was on Saturday, this Saturday. I had to ride the brake in my car. And because I have very long legs, despite the fact my chair is set all the way back, my leg still gets a little squished. So I can't quite hold my foot back naturally like someone might. And so I started getting the muscles in my ankle started getting tired. Then Sunday night, I started getting cramps in my ankle. And this is a spot in your ankle where there really isn't a stretch for it. Like, so normally when you get a cramp in your calf or something, you can normally point your foot up or point your toe down or whatever to make it stop. But there was it didn't matter where I pointed my foot, what I did with it, it would still, and I could actually just feel the muscles. It was driving me crazy.
The
So
arch of my foot is what so I'll get that either right on the pinky toe to the middle toe, and the arch of my foot will get that, and it's especially when I have to like twist my leg to try to do anything with my foot. It's very uncomfortable. So like when I had that issue with my toe when I was all sick in June, that was an issue because my foot kept cramping. But I'm just so happy wearing these slippers right now. I kept thinking, because like a Charlie horse, yeah, Lindsay. Now,
like a Charlie horse.
I kept thinking all this time because she originally suggested the little stool for me to put my feet on, right?
I like my little stool.
Yeah, but the problem is I can't keep my feet together. Even when I was thinner, I was I straddled the chair. I always have my legs spread apart because I would be like, imagine you're on a motorcycle. That's how I sit when I draw, with my feet up and on the tiptoes. Hi, Avery. What, Penny? Come here.
Hi, Avery.
Come on. Come here, bitch. Oh, I forgot to post I am so sorry to my patrons and my my members. Easy Bean Born screwed me up on the employee of the month, but I'll get that up sometime tomorrow. It exhausted us, the whole thing with the baby and running around, and then Easter yesterday. It was the whole thing.
I took an Epsom salt bath, silver, and that mostly helped, but I did get a weird cramp in my ankle this morning. So it is what it is.
Oh, so let me look over, because I don't know how much I sent to you. I just been
seemed like you sent me something about every day.
Well, maybe I like talking to my friend. Did you ever think of that horror?
If you wanted to talk to me, you'd send words, not pictures.
I talk through pictures. I'm an artist. Thank you. Can't even deny it. I have an entire office to prove it.
So many things running through my head right now.
Whatever. Oh wait, there was the snake and the spider. Sent you those.
I sent you one of them. I sent you the snake and the spider, I thought.
One of us, I know it's there. Did we talk about the Sago last week?
No.
We should.
That happened after. We should talk about that.
Talk about that. So guys, Little Apostate, she is on Twitter. I was scrolling last week, and if you're on my YouTube, you can go to the community channel right now. It's the third post down. You'll see a picture of a palm tree. So this is called the Sago palm. And most areas in the United States, if you have temperate to warmer climates all year long, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, across the South, all the way up through California, you need to either, if you love your Sago palm, fence it off or get rid of it. And here's why. One, it's lethal to dogs. Yes, thank you, Avery. I will tell you that I did not know. All the animal shit I know, I've never heard of this. Sago palm, this is what happened. Her dog just chewed into the palm nut. She didn't even fully eat it. And it caused her liver to fail, her to have a seizure, and fall into a coma, and that's how she passed away. And so Sago palms, and again, you can go look, but this is what they look like. And as a matter of fact, here's the crazy part. Stars and artists, thank you, Mo.
Thanks, Mo.
It's crazy as I was driving down the road, a road I've driven. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
What are you doing up so late, young lady? Well, actually, no. It's only 9 o'clock for her.
It's earlier for her than it is for me.
Right. Well, I was driving down. I'm not gonna say the name of the road, but I was driving.
She was driving down the road,
and this house that I always look at, they've done all this renovation to it. I've looked at the front of this house so many fucking times over the last decade. They have 2 Sago palms in the front.
Oh,
it is your bedtime now. Oh, okay. Do you want to say hi? Hello, my darling. Everyone say hi to the mistress of the cult.
hi.
Big hearts and maybe a dog emoji for my my fat sister, my no longer fat sister from another mister. She got the booty though.
Oh, just a second.
What?
She was trying to remind me to mute his microphone so that anything he did at his table over there didn't interrupt us or whatever.
You don't want to participate, Sheep?
No, he doesn't.
What is this about? Oh, I still haven't done that thing. He tagged me in on Twitter. I can't pick. Although, you very fat mother. Whatchamacallit. I was.
You haven't done the thing I asked you for either, so.
Which one?
The video thing?
Oh, yeah, because I haven't sat in here. I have not come into this room except for tonight. I have stayed away. Well, except to feed them. That don't count. Whatchamacallit. With the baby and everything. Bitch. I don't trust you. I am so...
You're traumatized for understandable reasons.
I think now I can share. Guys, I don't know if I share with you guys, but she has peed on me. It was out of rage because of Sinbad, but she has done it. And so now when she gets behind me, I'm like, I'm making sure a few first times. She only does it usually when she's annoyed or she feels insecure and all that shit. And the thing is, I keep coming in smelling like a baby. Okay? And they know what children smell like, and here's why. Because I've been a nanny so many times, and usually when I'm a nanny, I'm not going to your house. I got too much shit to do at my house. You want me to be a 24-hour nanny? Bring your spawn here. I've got cots, I've got toys, I got animals, I got a yard. They're coming here. And so the animals know baby smell means great. There's something else to fuck up my day. And so that's how they that's how they be. But whatchamacallit. I lost my train of thought. Penny freaked me out so much. I was like, oh yeah. To answer Sheep's question, I'm still stuck because many times I would say Princess Tutu. But it's not the case anymore. I still love it, but it's not the case.
I have no idea what we're talking about for the record.
Favorite anime. It's hard. It's hard because like it's why when I say one of my favorite foods is pie and sushi, it's because pie and sushi can be
Are great. Yeah.
They are great. They can be anything. So I don't have to commit to just apple pie or coconut pie, or well, actually I don't even like coconut pie, but you get my idea. I can have all of those things and be very happy. It's like I don't have a favorite song. I have a song. I have several dozen song lists of what my favorite is on that moment, but I don't have a favorite song. I don't have a favorite. I have a favorite Disney movie, but even then, you have to narrow it down. You have to narrow it down to all like the little ADHD. What can I say? Oh. I have no favorite song. I don't.
My favorite song all depends on the mood I'm in.
See,
If I'm in a different mood, it's just like if I like a song or not, highly depends on the mood I'm in. If you have me listen to a song when I am not in the mood for that kind of song, I'm not going to like it.
Right. I get mad.
Doesn't matter how good you think it is. It's just going to irritate me. But if you play it when I'm in the mood for it, I'll probably love it.
But
even if I hated it the first time.
Right. Here's what I will tell you. For me, so if I really like music, I stick it on a list so I can listen to it later. What I get mad at is if I listen to a song I really, really like, but I'm not in the mood for it. And here's why. Because now you've ruined my experience of that moment with one of my favorite songs. I can't fully enjoy it. You ruined it for it's I can't explain it. It's a silly thing. And favorite Disney character and why? Oh, I can tell you that. Clopin from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Because he is an absolute troll, smartass. He's funny. He can hit the high notes. If there's one character I would have loved to play, it was him. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, he is the jester in Notre Dame, the one who introduces the whole movie. I love him. I would say then after that, it would have to be like Ursula and things like things like that. I really like Disney.
I don't know if that's considered a Disney movie or not.
I mean, even if it's by Pixar, it's considered Disney.
No, I'm talking Jim Henson.
If it's owned by Disney now, technically, but that's why I don't consider Anastasia or Thumbelina Disney, even though they're owned by Disney now. They're still Fox. So why? Who would you say yours is?
It's a hard one for me, just because I don't know. It's just difficult. Because the cartoon movies, I can't say I have a favorite among any of them, just because they're kind of whatever for me for the most part anymore. I don't know. I guess if I really had to push to pick one,
do the movie first, then the character.
Huh?
Movie first, then character.
Oh, that's hard because I would probably go with I need to make sure I'm pronouncing it right.
Well, tell me the movie and I'll tell you who.
Crap. I had it in my head for a second. Return to Oz.
Oh, I've actually never seen that movie.
Oh God, it's great. I mean, granted, it totally
deviates horribly.
What?
I heard it deviates horribly from the original stuff.
Oh, I have no idea how much it I mean, technically, it's closer to the original stuff than the original Wizard of Oz movie is. The original Wizard of Oz movie is absolutely nothing like the books. Whatever. The second one's closer to the feel of the books, but still not quite close to the books. But Mombi from that.
Mombi.
Yeah. She's a very scary character.
Hi, Christian.
Hi, Christian.
See, I don't know that one, but I'm gonna have to look that up. See, I don't know that character.
Hold on, because
Just don't pull the video.
No, I won't pull video. I just want to.
Fox and the Hound. I will tell you right now. I watched it, but Avery, Disney did not get Ghibli. They actually only got the rights to distribute.
They don't own Ghibli. They just have the.
They have licensing rights. That's it.
Distribution rights.
Whatchamacallit. I would watch The Fox and the Hound because I felt obligated to watch animal movies as a kid because I loved animal movies. I can't watch it now. It makes me so sad.
I can still watch it. And I think it's honestly those kinds of stories especially are important for kids today to watch.
100%. For me, a lot of the 70s Disney movies, even Robin Hood, The Rescuers, Sword in the Stone, I
love Robin Hood.
I know them. I don't love them the same way I love the ones previous and after. It's the best way to describe it.
Wonder how much that has something to do with age.
It's a lot of the stuff from the 70s I have a hard time liking. A lot of the media, the movies that came out. I like the music from the 70s. It's great. And the variety shows from the 70s I like. Everything else I'm not really big on. For the good of the emotional health, do not look. I won't. Oh no, I won't. No. Not even thinking about that. Nope. The fuck?
That's just one of the scenes with the character. She actually. So part of the character is that she's the villain in the movie, and one of the villains in the movie. And so when Dorothy first meets her, she's sitting on this bench and she's playing this thing or this instrument, and then they get up and she mentions something like she has to go do something, and then they go into this. Hold on, let me see.
I gotta look this up. I personally didn't think this was real because everyone kept talking about it, but I never actually could find it.
So she goes into this head hallway. She looks like what?
Mombi was played by Jean Marsh.
One of the people who played her, yeah. So she goes into this hallway with all these heads, and she takes her head off and puts on this other head. And it's just an interesting kind of character.
I will say, it looks real cool.
It was, I mean, when you listen to a lot of the stuff going on with that movie production, it was really difficult and utter hell. And the fact that it even came out and the fact that it was so dark was like really out of character for Disney. But it's still a great movie.
Jim Henson wanted to do a lot of really dark films. There's like a lot of lore that I keep forgetting about. What the fuck? I keep forgetting about, but there was a lot of things that Disney wanted to do and wasn't able to do. There was supposed to be a whole entire villain theme park. There was all sorts of stuff. But the problem is that there were some things. Avery, Homeward Bound is an amazing series.
I think they mean the movie.
Huh?
You mean the movie, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, the books are good too.
I never read the books.
I never read the books, but I know that there's only a couple of little things that are not the same compared to the movies. My favorite thing is that the dog that played Chance was so uncontrollable. They had to fix Michael J. Fox's audio because the dog was so unruly and would like fuck up his cues and screw up where he was going and fall into shit. And like he wasn't a bad dog, but he was like a like kind of dog.
He was a
Like
doofy god. Yeah,
was
he seems like a good dog.
he was a doof. And so they they had to do a lot of shit to make up for the dog's doofiness, which I find
You can kind of tell because, you know, the amount of times they kind of edited in an oof.
right. Well, it was on top. They showed one point where the dog smushed the little boy actor, the boy that like is his favorite. He smushed him. Wait a minute, Star-san. You are deep into animals. Have you heard of these authors' series? Which ones, honey?
He's going to list them. He ran out of characters.
The rock biter, here's what I will tell you. Wow, Penny, she is shitting right next to the litter box.
At least she's somewhere in the vague vicinity of it.
Yes, like I'm literally, she's like on the little rugs we have, and she's standing right next to the litter box, doing her business. I just, aren't you the most precious little angel? Here, it's like last week, guys. Remember, she decided to go to the bathroom.
Right next to the litter box.
Right next to the litter box. You know what? She's not doing it on me. I call that a win.
We're on the couch, or
on the couch. She is very close to the accurate spot. I will have to take what I can get.
give it time. Maybe she'll get there.
Bitch is gonna be 10 years old. Neshua. I haven't seen any Disney movies except Frozen and Moana, and that's because right, the little girls. I like, with the exception of the most very recent Disney movies, and I'm talking like within the last year or two, I've never had a problem. The Warrior series, yes. Warrior Cats, no. I know the Red Abbey series. Did not know the Dogs of War. The series I always went towards, so I went for the Red Abbey series. I went for the Red Pony and the Black Stallion, and Black Beauty. Those were the books I really read as a kid. Loved the Red Pony. Oh my god. Got a little weird that it had aliens in it. Little odd. But it is what it is. My Friend Flicka, I watched that a lot. I was really into horses. I'm trying to think what else. Somewhere the topic is for the show is Disney. Yes, we're talking about animal movies. And I have plenty of videos to show you guys. I just gotta find them all because I was sending them all across, and I've been dealing with a lot of idiots today online, guys. Let me tell you. Oh, did you see that doll I sent you on Instagram? Thought of you.
No, I hadn't looked.
You should go look. You should go look. I want to see your face. Did you see it?
No, the Kuma's asking if the Ant's Life is Pixar or Disney.
Ant's Life is A Bug's Life is Pixar, Disney, and Ants is DreamWorks.
Right, that's right.
And they came out at the same time, so it was a big race during that time where a lot of movies would come out from DreamWorks and Disney, and they would be very similar.
The fuck do I get to my messages?
Go to the spot that says Messenger.
Where does it say that?
Little message thingy. Right here. Up in the corner. I know you can't see the screen, but up in the corner.
I just have a heart. Oh, there it is.
It's next to the heart. Bug's Life and Ants were very awesome, yes. How's everyone doing on the stream? Me, I'm fine. No, I'm not. I'm pissed off at the highest level. Why, Rocky the Black Dragon? Why are you pissed off at the highest level? Do tell, dogging.
I wish that was slightly better. I'm highly judgmental.
Huh?
I said, but I'm highly judgmental.
The only thing I don't like is the main, but otherwise, I mean, it's fully opposable.
Well, let's talk about what I don't like. I don't like the color on the star on the face. I don't like how thick they made the neck. I don't like how they kind of gave her a fuzzy, the way the chest, it it doesn't fit the aesthetic perfectly. That's all I can say.
No, I don't disagree, but this person, I think why they did that was so that way it was movable. I don't think they
Yeah,
had that one.
I think they probably could have done a little better, but
I don't
that's
disagree on that. But I saw it and I thought of you.
it's very, very cute. And other than the fact I'm an extremely judgmental bitch, it's very nice.
All right, so okay, good. So the last one we saw was Molly the cat getting that mouse out of the, because I can't post comments for these 23 for 10 hours. Yeah. Oh, I had that happen on Instagram too. So on Instagram, if you guys ever seen Goob is the guy who calls out people who constantly Photoshop and edit their photos. And if he sees people being peds, he calls that out as well. And he wore a shirt that said something about end game all pedos, something like that.
Oh.
It was made by Gays Against Groomers. Okay.
Right.
I recognize the shirt as something from Gays Against Groomers. As a matter of fact, they had a I identified it. I forget how it was, but it was really good. It was like, I identify as a threat and my pronouns are try me. And I was like, that's good. I like that one. And despawn the pedos. Exactly right. And so Goob called out Shock of the Ages, another drag queen another drag queen event where it was a lifting event and a drag queen was in a very, very stringy bikini. It was a dude, and all it was a band about that thick around his waist, a single string up his ass cheeks, and a fabric cup holding his testicles. Okay? And then a wig and a fuzzy jacket. And it was a family-friendly event. They had children there. And he called it out. And they said he was being homophobic and transphobic. And he said, you shouldn't be dressed like that around kids. And they were like, well, it's a pride event. And when you take kids to the beach, I'm like, number one, that's people swimming. The context does matter. No one's out there twerking, gyrating, stripping, none of that stuff. Okay? Not doing anything sexual out there. They're in the beach.
And they're doing it in the bushes where proper people do it.
Right. They get in the tent and they do it like real adults. And ironically, pride is a cardinal. Right. Anyways. And so they started coming at him. And then they tried to say to him that he was a right-wing terrorist and coming after all these different things. And so I was commenting because a lot of them have no idea what they're talking about. They have no idea about the right side and what we really want. They think that we want death to all this, that, and the other. And I'm like, I'm a big fan of a whole ass trans person. I have plenty of trans people in my following, plenty of gay people. I myself am bisexual. And
I have defended trans friends from other trans people because they did things like wanted to play a video game.
Right. It's a matter of, I'm pulling your strings. I don't know. Something's in general bland, good advice. I don't know what you two are talking about. I'm too lazy to read it. But my point is, no offense, I love you guys. And so I was calling out one person who was trying to claim that all of their rights have been taken away. And they said, they played the same things of, the bathrooms, the sports. I said, wait, I'm going to correct that for you. Men not allowed in women's spaces, so that way they can feel safe. Men not allowed to participate in women's sports, so that way they don't dominate it and hurt women. And I listed a couple of things, and I was like, that's what it actually is. And then they started trying to say, another person tried to tell me that it was no different than being in Christianity. And I was like, I need you to list one celebration, one ceremony, one celebration, one core part of being a Catholic or Christian where it sexually indoctrinates children. I need you to show me this particular thing, call me out on it so I can agree with you. I said, I will wait. And take a guess. Take a guess what brain dead thing they mentioned. The priests. I said, oh, you mean the thing that gets them excommunicated, defrocked, and jail time? That's what you came back with? I said, you had an entire day to come up with an answer, and that's what you told me? By the way, all of the screenshots, because I was like beside myself with this particular conversation, because everyone came out to defend these people and said it's perfectly fine to have children at an event like this. And then they said, it's just entertainment. I said, okay, so should kids watch prawn? It's just entertainment.
I'll be honest, I'm far more upset with the parents.
I agree. I don't disagree. But my thing is, while it's wrong for the parents to bring them, the integrity of you as a performer, the moment you see children in front of you, you should stop. Because you should stop, you should call out the parents. Because yes, they are wrong for bringing them, but you are wrong for continuing what you were doing.
I mean, the worst part is that those performers knew what was going on there, and they did it on purpose. The parents knew what was going on there, and they did it on purpose. There's nobody in that situation that is blameless. No,
none. I've been called phobic as I'm chilling with a lesbian, gay dude, asexual, and bi friends in person. I've been called ML, incel, zealous, and right. They have all these things. And the thing is, I kept coming back with logic, and they didn't like it. The same way I did on Twitter with the incel red pill men that told me women should be seen and not heard in men's arenas, and which is i.e. politics and religion. And I said, you can't, and I literally said, it's not men's arenas when both those things we are expected to obey. Then if it directly involves a woman and directly affects women's lives, then we can't be excluded from it, okay? And they said, no, because you don't have the capacity. I said, well, what is a woman's arena? And they said, the home, domestic, raising children. I said, good, then you are seen and not heard in that arena. I said, that means anything to do with raising children, paying bills, alimony, child support. You just pay and shut up. They said, no, it's not the case. It's different. I said, no. You said that's a woman's arena. So you as a man should be seen and not heard. And then they said the conversation was going in circles. I'm like, no, it's not going in circles. I'm pointing out your hypocrisy. You do not like it. The other one tried to claim that, again, the same ideas, and that I just didn't like Pearl because she was tough on modern women. I said, okay, what about her defending pedo behavior? What about her saying that 16-year-olds are hotter than 26-year-olds? He can never answer the question. I put him the screenshots, and he said, I couldn't talk to her anymore. It was like talking in a circle. And I was like, bro, you just literally weren't able to handle the conversation. Just admit it. You called, I know. And the thing is, my hands are equal opportunity. I will throw to right-wing people. I will throw to left-wing people. I will throw to everybody. If you're being a hypocrite, you're going to catch these verbal hands. That's the way it is. Activate the red herring card. Right. Oh yeah, you got to see Rachel. If you're in my Discord, which I know you are, go look at, if all of you are in my Discord, go to drama screenshots to see the bullshit and fuckery I had to deal with today. It was insane. And then they kept trying to say, don't you have a life, lady? I said, as a matter of fact, I do. In the time that I talked to you, I was able to handle business for the restaurant that I'm turning into a food truck. I was able to go to Easter dinner, go visit my brand new niece twice, take care of my animals, clean my house, and still school you. Thank you. And that was a thing. Whenever they can't handle the opposition ever. And that was just something I had to deal with today. And so that's why. What?
Silver, I stay out of that channel for my blood pressure.
I know, because it honestly relieves me to have those conversations in screen time, especially because one of them, the person just ended up deleting. Because they tried to say that Jesus would accept them for anything they do. I said, nay. You misunderstand. Jesus will love you. Jesus loves all. God loves all. He will never not love you. Acceptance is different. If you are doing something that he is considered sinful, He's going to call you out. I said, do not forget that when Jesus saw blasphemy, he had no problem laying down the law. So do not think that he's just going to be like, it's okay. Oh, no, she didn't. Low-key star rocking out the old school Beyonce. I walk up like that. Thank you. See, the problem is that sometimes I forget I don't have 3 feet of hair anymore. It's been almost 20 years since I've had 3 feet of hair, but I used to be the hair flip girl. I used to like literally, you ever see Pasta Queen ingredients? I used to do that all the time. Not the ingredients part, but you know what I mean. And for me, I would rather focus on the aminals. I think that would be far more productive with my time. And that's what I'm going to do. And be very happy about it. So let me pull up this. Star, have you seen the Hopeless Peaches drama? Baby, you know I haven't. I'm too busy
I
dealing
haven't heard that name in a while.
She was telling me about it last week on my drawing stream, and I did not realize Hopeless Peaches had gotten that bad.
I mean, I knew she was involved in something a while ago, but I can't say I'm too surprised that she's back into things from the understanding I have of that portion of the community. So,
all right, let me see. Let me get this up. I saw this video. I hope it doesn't get us copyright struck, so I'm going to try to just play it without sound. So let's click on it and see if I can turn off the sound. Perfect. So this dog is watching Jurassic Park. Now, what you can't hear is the dog is yelling at the dinosaurs. This dog is growling. He is snarling. He is not happy. And he tries to get between the raptors and the kids. You gotta watch. It is too funny. He's watching. He's trying to get into. Watch this.
oh,
Look at him. Because he knows the raptors are there. So he's yelling at him. See?
I want to get him.
I think it's around one of the times they go around a curve and he tries to go around the curve. And it's too much. Look at how I can't with this dog.
He's cute.
See right here, he tries to get between the kids and the raptors, but he can't. And I don't know how often.
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Yeah, the dog would be dead if it was real, but
Yeah.
But he would die fighting, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Hi, Hendrix. But it was just when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, that is too much.
It's so cute.
Oh, yeah. And then we had this, and he is just the goodest boy.
No. Go lay down.
Yeah, you don't want a dog that big jumping on you.
Well, especially when you look at his teeth.
Go lay down.
He's getting ready to lift.
Go lay down.
The doggy's like, no.
He's not happy.
Lay down.
Look at that panting. He does not trust me at all.
I don't want this.
Go lay down.
This is Orion, by the way, guys. This is a calmer version of Orion. Yep.
Nope.
I mean, he did go lay down.
Well, he laid down. He didn't necessarily go.
He's a good boy. Oh God, that's too much. Yep.
It's too cute.
Let me see. Oh, this one was just funny. Cat. Hey. What? OMG, ill, you're obsessed with me.
Yeah. That's a cat for you.
It was too much. Let me see. And then there's stuff that I sent. Well, that's a
Looks like a Caucasian Shepherd.
I'll say it looks like I
something in that range.
Yeah.
One of the big floofies.
I had to shout. He saw the future and it was back problems, right? All right, let me see. Horror, do you want to get the links up on the videos I sent you on Twitter?
Yeah.
Because I ain't fucking calling it X. Just not in the cards, baby.
I find it funny when people care about what it's called.
I care.
I know, I think it's silly.
You know what? I'm still precious to you, so shut up. Still your precious widow friend. You hush him face. I like his size, but he's too fluffy. Yeah, those are kind of dogs you get a blowout and
Oh God. The amount of work that kind of dog takes. Oh God, no.
this is not my cup of tea, darling. It's not my cup of tea. Oh God, you like that tweet I sent earlier today?
Which one?
Where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. The one I put up earlier.
I may not have seen that one yet.
Oh no, you did. You did a spit take comment on it.
Oh, that one.
Have you guys seen who decided it was Trans Day of Remembrance?
Oswald Cobblepot? Yeah. Where is...
Oh, and it wasn't obvious Keemstar is not dead.
Who would have thought he was?
A lot of people were pissed that he even made the joke, and I was like, it's an kind of obvious that there's no articles anywhere except for the one news station, Time Now News, that he runs, and the only Twitter channel that's reporting on it is his channel, Drama News.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready to see a happy Bowie. He just a happy baby.
He likes that.
It's too fucking cute.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get a photo up, because I had the photo and then my Twitter feed just decided to refresh. Might be easier just to go to my own page.
And there's this one, which I hate with a passion.
Just, if you don't have spiders, don't look directly at it.
I found this one on Twitter.
Oh, and this is an interaction I've got to tell you guys about. I think you'll find it hilarious. So this is, it's not obvious, Australia. That is not a black widow. That is a red-backed spider. Just as deadly.
That has to go in the opsing brief.
Ugh.
Just in case you were ever wondering, fucking bad on that. Fucking Jesus.
Yeah, let's get that off the screen before I get sick. Oops. People are seeing our chats. No!
Not our precious chats.
Anything but that.
But I will tell you guys, I met the dumbest Asian I've ever met. So I follow this woman, the feminist misogynist. She's clearly not obviously that. She changed her name because of what people said. But so this is the tweet. Now I want you all to read it, and I want to see what you understand.
Hold on. Close that.
So
Here we go. Oh, I saw this one.
It came. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying to get it up there. Hold on.
Have you tried dark mode, lady?
No. I'm stuck.
I don't know that this is working.
Shut up. It worked for a second, damn it.
Not really.
It did. Hold on, I gotta lower the brightness on my phone.
Hold on.
We're all weak. There. Shit, it didn't work. Either way, all right, look at the picture, all right? You see the picture? See the picture, right? Okay. Remember, sin always presents itself as a pleasurable on the surface. Be mindful. Okay? Shut up. I am old, and I feel like being old tonight. I'm lucky. Do not tell me how to be smart. I'm not screen sharing shit with my phone. That's just a disaster waiting to happen. And so I'm not taking screenshots. You're taking screenshots. So what?
My Twitter's doing something weird.
Oh, your Twitter's being bad. Either way. At least I don't break the streams like Gothics does, okay? I just do old people shit like being too lazy to go through the extra steps to share shit. It didn't even say screen share. You insinuated it. And technically, you didn't. Liko did. Okay. I'm going to bring it up, and I want you to look at it, guys. I want you to look at this, okay? Can anyone tell me what this tweet is about? I want to see where all your brains went. Because when I tell you the brain dead shit I read today, this is animal related because it's mythical animals. It's a siren, okay? I want you to look at this, kids. Read the tweet. Memorize it. Tell me what you see.
I mean, this one's really easy, so.
You know what, Horror? As a creature of the sea, I understand why you would know it, but also, you would think, right? This is a pretty obvious messaging, right?
Right.
Oh, thank you, James. Hi, James. It's obviously the guy being full, but why is the guy, what is it meant to show? What is the implications? That's the question I'm asking right now.
That sin always looks tempting.
Exactly. Thank you, Horror. It's funny how Horror's arachnophobia was like, oh, massively. She was like, ugh. She was gone. So exactly, it's talking about sin being a temptation. No, not women trick men. Nice try, Unlucky.
Though to be fair, you know, that kind of thing is that they're flirting with, and that image is technically a sin. So there's that. I mean,
what they're showing is, and how you have to understand it is, but most of you are getting the idea just going off in a little red pill that a pretty face can fool you, sort of. But what it's saying is that temptation looks pretty, but it doesn't mean it's good for you. And temptation can be anything: bad food, sex, drugs, doing a bad action.
rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Jinpachi, how dare you? I am actually Lovecraftian horror. This is just what I look like to keep you guys sane.
Only I can stare upon her flesh. Normally.
And sheep, but that's different.
This is, our love is different from his and hers. We share a bond of sisterhood. But besides the point. See, I'm a Landwell. She's a Cthulhu. 12 works. But my blowhole got covered up years ago. But
she's working on revealing it now.
It's right there. Yeah, right there. No, but so what it's trying to show in plain English is, you know, temptation is not good. Just because it feels good doesn't mean it is good. Just because you're doing something that feels pleasurable doesn't mean it's good for you. Are you ready for the take that this guy had? Because I thought he was joking.
I don't know.
He thought she was mad at mermaids. He thought she thought mermaids were real. And that she was insinuating mermaids are bad. I just, you know what? Hold on. I need, go ahead. Just make that face again. I need to absorb it. He not grifting. No, babe. He not grifting. He don't even got the whatchamacallit. I just need you guys to marinate on that for a moment.
Mermaids are real.
Yep.
and she's mad
and he
at
kept clowning.
Now, did he argue? Did he argue against the idea that mermaids were real?
No.
Or was he
He knew
just
they weren't real?
okay?
He knew they weren't real. So
Okay.
she posted that, and he said, "By all means, tell me what's the point of this meeting, because here's what happened, right?" He said, "That would be you, Grifter, about the picture." She said, "Grifters make money, Jay. Let us know when you start charging for your grift." And she proved she doesn't make any money off of this. Okay. She said, "Let us know what a grift is." Says the woman demonizing women for choosing what's best for themselves. This guy's a liberal, he's not a Democrat. So first he says, "You're demonizing women for choosing what's best for themselves and have no shame." Nothing about women was in that post. It was talking to anybody about temptation, because what sirens do is they tempt you in with lustful thoughts and then they kill you. So that was the idea, that whatever you're tempted into is just slowly killing you, whatever it might be. What are you even talking about? You called me Grifter. I told you were wrong, and now you're moving the goalpost. Pick an argument, stick to it. He said, "This you." He reposted the tweet. She goes, "Grifters make money. What does this have to do with women? Do women have tails?" Did you read it? Because he posted it again. Did you read the replies incited by your meme? Or are you going to play dumb and say warning men about mermaids? It says what it says, my guy. If you want to take it as something else, that's on you. Go be irrational somewhere else. LMAO, I guess you can call that a cope. Sorry on shit posting irrelevant memes about mermaids then. Nobody is stopping you. This is when
Starsin entered the chat anyway.
What I do?
I said Starsin has entered the. No, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, I think look at the chat.
No, I said has entered the chat.
And he said hypogadism is treatable these days, Jay. And you should treat it then. Maybe she will fuck you. Dude, you're the one simping for a fake mermaid that's Indian levels of cringe. She's the dude simping on a delusional level. A delusional individual who posts memes hating on mermaids. I feel sorry for her made-up family. Apparently, you get amused by Christians who also believe in mermaids and post memes hating on mermaids. This man kept going, and I wrote, "The fact that you lack the intellectual capacity to understand the meme isn't about fucking mermaids astonishes me. Sir, do you understand the concept of artistic representation? Or did it fly over your head faster than the realization no one is talking about mermaids?" He said, "Except your friend right here." And that's because she responded to what he said. She said, "This is why women are taking the lead in society. We have men simping for mermaids because some feminists told them it was directed towards women." Because she's making fun of him. I said, in response, I said to him, "My guy, that's her responding to you. Let me see if I can explain it as plainly as possible and hope you'll understand, because at this point, it's painful that you still don't get it." Because there was a whole other chain of tweets he and I spoke about where I tried to explain it to him, and I said, "The picture is artistic representation of a metaphor." What metaphor? That you can be led into sin easily if the sin creates pleasure. But just because it feels good doesn't mean it is good for you. Hence why above the water, she is pretty, but below, a monster. As the saying goes, you don't know what lies beneath the surface. This was never about mermaids. The mermaid was merely meant to represent sin and how badly sin can hurt you once you fall into temptation by performing said sin. The reason a mermaid is used is because of sirens. Now, why a siren? Because in folklore, they appeared as beautiful women who would lure men by singing to them, using their lusts to drag them to their deaths and eat them. Now, please, for the love of God, tell me you finally understand. He has not said a word since. I wish he was trolling Jimpachi, but I checked his Twitter. No, he was dead ass. Bless you for trying to educate this organism. And see, that's where, you see, so when I said it, right, the young lady that I was trying to speak with and fix that I was speaking with, she said to me, "Don't bother. They're beyond helping." I said, I just had to try. And that was when the guys coming in telling me about how women don't belong in men's arenas and should be seen and not heard. That's how that conversation went down. And I know. The same story, different day. So that was my little adventure. These have been my adventures this week. And my head hurts as a result. That's why I'm so glad I got to hold that baby, at least. The baby made it a little better. Not gonna lie, I think I got enough game to actually bed one of those sirens and come back. Hey, can I have that cat behind you? She's beautiful. This is my baby. She's my second most expensive cat. You can't have her. I went through too much to get her. Plus, she
I keep her alive.
Right. I went too much to keep this bitch alive. Plus, she pisses on everything. Sure you want that?
Auntie.
Wait, what was it?
Strange women lying in ponds distributing stores is no basis for a system of governance. Supreme executive power derives from a mandate from the masses, not from some farcical aquatic ceremony.
Oh my god.
Gotta love Monty Python.
And yes, Jim Pachi, this is Penny. And while I adore Penny, Penny comes with problems. She's one of the reasons I own her is because
Penny be broken.
Oh my god. If I had adopted her out, she'd have come back. I can promise you that. Because for a very long time, you were not allowed to touch Penny. And if you did, you would come close, she'd bolt. She'd roll around, she'd get real happy to see you, and then, yep, she'd run. And when you pick her up, she would stick every claw in you till you let her go. I'll be right back. I have to go fill water in a water bowl because clearly they've emptied it out.
Man, somebody's thirsty.
More than likely it was the cats. They've been, ever since it got a little warmer out, they've been drinking more.
Yeah. It's that time of year where your animals will start eating and drinking more. So make sure you keep track of what they got.
Watch the stream while I'm gone, young lady.
Don't pee on anything.
Right? You shout if she does.
I will. Right now, though, for her, she looks pretty small. She's overall.
A decade old, and she is the smallest cat I own.
That cat isn't worth a penny. That's funny. She's a very pretty kitty, though. Look at her. Vote Cthulhu 2024. Absolutely. Why pick the lesser of any two evils? Always pick the greater evil. At least at this rate. I love me some sea horror ladies. They lay their eggs, and you come in and fertilize. Someone's been watching Futurama. Which is my favorite show. I actually don't have any animal use. That is not the same, bub. Told my girl to get me more Benefil. She asked why, and I said, but Benefil's not good anyway. I don't care what other people say.
Don't buy Benefil. There's no benefit. It's been a shit. I can still hear you guys all the way on the other side of the house.
Yeah, we figured. I mean, I will say, for a few years, we did feed one of our dogs Benefil, and they didn't have any problems with it. But we switched when there was a recall.
I don't touch most of that stuff as a result. It's just all shit. It's all shit.
No, I'm really, really tempted to talk to my vet and start making my own dog food at home, but I don't know that I have that much energy.
I like the kits you can get. And when I went to PetSmart the other day, I actually got really excited.
Yeah?
made a new snack section.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not snack section obviously for humans, but it's like a little dollar section full of like cryovac sprats and cod skin for like $1, $3. The most expensive thing on there was $5.
Wow.
It was great. I went and I got some chicken feet. I got some cod skin. I got some pizzle. I got some bull bladder. I was happy. I ate milk bone treat once when I was a little kid. I used to sneak out under the tape. I need you guys to understand. I was a sneaky kid, but I wasn't always the brightest kid. I was smart, but there was times I was really stupid. This is going to be one of them. So growing up, I had a dog named Rocky. And Rocky and I were two peas in a dumb pod. We loved our little dog biscuits. And so we'd take the box of milk bones and we'd hide under the kitchen table and eat them. Here's the problem. My kitchen table was see-through glass. It was an entire piece of clear glass. So imagine my shock when I got caught. How'd you know it was me?
How'd you know where I was?
It was the chewing, wasn't it? My mother got me to stop eating it because she told me they contain cow's butt.
Cow's what?
Butt.
Instead of hot
Booty
dogs.
hole
So
of a
what's the
cow.
point?
You are so special. Let me tell you something, bro. It's like I knew enough to sneak quietly where to get the treats, how to open them up. I got all of that, but I tripped the finish line. And
I'll be honest, like I did a lot of things as a kid. I never did that one. I understood that glass was clear.
listen, in my mind, I was, because I could feel the glass above me. That was all I needed. I was good. It was great. And yeah. Now otherwise I was a really good kid. I didn't do anything sneaking around. You're like a supervillain in every movie, right? You do everything right except the one thing. The crunching. I was a quiet cruncher. Used to eat ant off of trees. What kind of ants? Or should have said they were Scooby snacks. Right. Oh God. Now my favorite thing to do, that's your villain origin story. No. I have a villain origin story coming up, guys. You see, and I'm going to talk about it more tomorrow. One of the fat activists. Real mad at all of us anti-fat YouTubers. We're not good people, we've been told. We're the bad guys.
What have you done now?
We dared to critique her. We dared to speak out against her. We dared.
How could you?
How we dared to talk about reality and science. And I'm just a self-hating fat. So, if you're gonna make me the bad guy, fine. Now I'm the bad guy. Bonus points for who knows the reference. Like unknowingly failing a stealth roll. My last somersault ended in failure. You were
That's more of a failing your wisdom roll. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, I was 5. I was allowed fuck ups then, okay?
I'm sorry, by 5 you understand the concept of glass.
I may have understood the concept of glass. I thought somehow, because Rocky was dark, I was dark, the floor was dark, I thought we were safe. My favorite thing to do, though, I would get up on the counter, because I was not tall even then. I would get up on the chair, I would get up on the counter, and I'd stand on the end, and I would pluck off graham crackers, and I'd hold them up so Rocky could jump up and get them. And my mom, we broke all the rules of dogs with Rocky. I'll tell you what. I would trap him. I would crawl onto him with a book that I could not read. because I couldn't read till I was in 3rd grade. Rocky was dead by the time I was in 3rd grade, so I know for a fact I wasn't actually reading. But I would sit there and I would pretend. I had dark hair and dark clothing on, sir. Hush 'em face.
She was dark in her opinion.
I was dark in my opinion, but if you're
She identified as dark.
let me tell you something, guys. If you're a patron of mine, there's photos of me as a child, and I was truly pasty. I was quite pale. Maybe I can send them to you. Hold on. She had vitiligo. I actually think I do have a little bit on my leg, but I haven't seen it in a while. Ever since I got a little bigger. We'll see.
Someday she'll see her leg again, and then she'll know.
Someday I'll know. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Hold on. Because it's like all albums. Come on. I gotta search. Are they on here? That's one of them. That's not the one. That's not the one. But I'll send that one. Let me see if I go to my Patreon.
Thought she just wobbled.
What'd I do?
Bubs said she's got legs. I thought she just wobbled around.
Bitch. Oh yeah, here.
7 silver. I can't imagine why they would call you a liar, Avery. That sounds like an awful lot of weight.
You're right. I found them. I'm sending them to you. Hold on.
Yay.
I know you're so excited. Hold it in. Okay.
Well, you know me tonight. Now we have a chat. Anymore, it's chat while Horror does her nails.
I know, right? You guys already. If you're here now, you missed me doing my face earlier. I know, right? I'm up to 1870 of what? Series of unfortunate rolls. First was the wisdom check. Then made sure the athletics got on the counter. Failed the stealth and possibly. Well, you know me. I'd fail all of that. Sledless are absurdly easy. You know what? I'm gonna take your word for it.
I've never heard of it.
If you want to see what I looked like as a child, there's me and my brother. I think I'm about. I want to say I'm 8 in that photo. I was about 8 years old in that photo. This is me and my first cat ever, Starlight. I was 5.
Aww.
As you can see, I was a Disney child. My Little Mermaid lunchbox behind me. My Belle dress. Same teeth. Yep. That's how you know it's me. Everyone said the same thing. I've barely aged. Or at least I haven't changed physically. Although I looked much more Asian. I looked much more Asian as a child. My mom did too, though. You were so cute. What happened? Life. And then this is me and my brother. Probably Christmas, judging by the outfit. It was a whole new world. So, I don't know. You say, are you Puerto Rican? Not even a little bit. The gaps have increased, yes. Now she's part of our world, right, Rachel? It's rather high. Oh, no. Never mind. I'm talking about something else. I could go the distance. No,
the Afro.
For what?
I think he means, on the side there, maybe? Yeah, you have like 393 in that one group over to the side.
Oh, I just don't. I don't go on Instagram. I don't go on Discord.
Yeah, she's about the same as I am.
You think I had time for that shit? You guys think I only ignore you? No, I ignore everyone equally. I have unread messages on my Instagram. I don't check anything. I don't got the time, guys. I don't got the time to be dealing with everything else. Like, so the other day, Horror said something on Instagram, not Instagram, Twitter, and it rang very true for me. So a lot of people have said, and I know it sounds blasphemous, but I do believe God gives you certain abilities, that I'm an empath, and that when they're around me, I tend to make them feel better. And 9 out of 10, I would do things at the cost of my own comfort. So I'd walk away feeling like shit at the end of an interaction. Everyone would be like, I feel so great afterwards. And I would do a lot of self-sacrifice because I want people to feel better. I didn't want anyone ever to feel the way that I usually felt, which was unwanted, taken advantage of, not important enough. And so when I stopped doing that and I only gave a shit about myself, I have stopped seeking out making new friends. I have stopped wearing myself thin, worrying about other people's problems. And when I've cut my circle to a very small amount, my life is so much better. And I don't feel the exhaustion that I felt like now anytime I have to help someone out with the problem, with exceptions, obviously. But if I'm handling 4 problems and someone with a new problem, I'm like, so that's why you probably won't hear from me, because it's just like, I don't have the energy anymore. I just don't. I have a select few people that I'm very close to. And when she said that, it's like, you get that drainage. I know that I remember that feeling so much. And the moment I start to feel it, I find a reason to walk away. And then suddenly I forget. Oh, well, thank you, James. I'm glad I make you feel special, honey. I'm very special. You unlucky though. No. But I don't have the capacity to, and thank you for the donation, by the way, honey. 400 was around my max squat. Damn, you guys still talk about benches and deadlifts? You know what I can bench? I think I weighed 396 this morning. I can bench 396. Yeah, I have been swelling ever since the restaurant shut down. Like, so that's bad. I was clueless on that what that Gothics meme meant. What Gothics meme, honey? Stop trying to make me sing, Rachel. They now will demonetize you just for singing accurately.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't sing. Got it.
If you're like me and you like to sing things according to like how they sound in the official soundtracks, do not
correctly.
Sing, there's these assholes that like to put their own spin on things, and they go, you're more apt to not get demonetized than you would if you just sang it the proper way. Bullshit. And yeah, well, it's apparently been happening. Even the larger YouTubers have spoken about it, and I'm like, that sucks. That sucks royally. Everyone's talking about exercising. Listen, the only thing I like doing exercising is that one where you lay on your back and you use your legs to push that platform up and down. I love doing that one. I can do that for ages. And I love running on the motorcycle, the bicycle. Those are the two that I enjoy. Any other exercise I find incredibly boring.
I find them all boring, and honestly, when I exercise, I get mean afterwards.
My the Star Sun, it's right down here.
I think he was talking. Oh, right there. Yes, Star Sun.
You're linking me right now. I have these things I follow on Instagram. I will say, in my opinion, if you want to lose weight, one of the best places to be on is Instagram, because there is a lot of people who offer free exercises for overweight people. Now, there are a lot of people, you don't want to see her mean.
No,
you don't.
No. Nobody really wants. If I have pushed to the point where I flip into mean, it's not pretty.
Thank you, Jim Pachi. I know you mean her, but thank you. And
no, he said both streamers. There's S on the end right there. That means both.
I'm the bonus streamer. You're the main event, and calls it. But I have found going on Instagram when you go. Oh no, talking about her though. Mean. It's not a cute mean. If you're the one she's fighting for, it's great to watch. Get your bowl of popcorn. But when I tell you, if you're delicate, if you're someone who is sensitive, don't piss her off. And I mean that. She has zero problem tearing you apart. And I said,
I have a lot of practice, and then I have an amount of empathy that most people don't understand, and I do know how to use it to hurt you.
As I say, that's why usually when you guys hear me go off on a rant, it sounds so cutting, because you don't have to swear and you don't have to get vulgar to be really mean. Which is why we roast people when they make fun of us. Like, surprisingly, the site that shall not be named, because I don't want to summon it right now, they've been pretty tame today. But usually when they comment, we whatchamacallit.
You're fat.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have one of these things, I know. What else?
You mean that's why I'm having problems seeing my knees?
Is that what this stuff is?
I just thought I lost my legs.
Oh my god. I thought it was an alien. Just attached to me one morning out of the blue.
I'm not fat. I just have a permanent allergic reaction. Are you kidding me?
It's a bee.
I got stung by a bee 20 years ago. It never went down.
I think I'm pretty delicate until I remember I work with modern urban women who cry at a mild inconvenience, right?
Oh my god.
And let me tell you something though. Whatchamacallit. So I always again, I had another red pill guy. I refuted him. I proved him wrong, and all he kept saying is, "You an ugly fatty." I was like, "And you fat and flabby, and
my weight doesn't care about my feelings, just like facts, or your feelings, just like facts."
I told him straight out. I said, "I don't want to fuck you. Our conversation is not hinging on our relationship, sir. Can you refute what I'm saying?" He blocked me. And one of my favorite things to do is people don't realize I have a second and third Twitter account. So even if you block me on the first two, I can still go on the third one and screenshot everything anyway. And so what I love to do is right after they block me, I go on to my second one and then I just say whatever I wanted to say anyway. You gotta go low. Right. If the thing is, when you mock me, you better say something meaningful. And you gotta know me to say something meaningful, because I make it my business. And I don't know, Hara can back me up. She can say I'm right or wrong on this. She knows a lot about my real life. She's a real friend of mine. So she knows what goes on behind the scenes. I'd like to think I do a pretty good job. You guys have no idea what's happening in my real life. Would you say that's true?
I'd say for the most part, that's very accurate.
So it's like, you would have to actually, hell yeah, your shirt's yellow. It's true. Like the
I mean, if you came in and called her cat ugly, she might get a little upset, but
I mean, she got a little bit of the Jada Pinkett Smith going on. That
she does have a little bit, but
Penny.
Avery, I have some of everybody's secrets. Everybody tells me things. People walk up on the street and tell me their shit. Don't ask me why.
Peep this. Starman and I had to go to the bank the other day. We had to do something important because I'm getting rid of that fucking car. We're trading that bitch in. Do you know why I have $300 a month in car insurance payments? Because of the car I've got. It's considered one of the worst to own. I said to Starman, it's going the fuck away. But anyways, we're waiting in line. The particular bank we have is only through my husband's job, and it only has one location. For every single store, warehouse, and market across the South.
Oh,
this
dear
is
Lord.
one location. So when payday happens, it gets a little crazy. I have been calling for days about something. Couldn't get intact. Couldn't get in contact with anybody. So we just show our asses up. Okay.
Mhm.
We're sitting on the couch waiting to talk to the loan officers. Okay. This lady walks up and she asks us, well, do you know how long it's going to be? And we said, no, we're just here. This bitch starts telling me about how her car got hit and how her husband's, and I was like, oh, okay. And then she keeps going. And I was like, we're in the bank. This is right next to my husband's job. More than likely, whoever this woman's husband is one of his coworkers. So I'm like, Starman, on the other hand, phone eyes dead on the phone. I'm like, you just leaving me drowning here. I was like, this son of a bitch. And I'm gonna make Starson jealous. No one ever smashes my buttons.
Isn't that what Starman's for?
He's got work in the morning. But I am awful lonely. Do I need money or do I need snoo? Anyways, and okay, ADHD mode. I don't care what anyone says. That photo of Jack Black when he was younger would. I'm sorry. He's got the smolder. I liked it. Especially because I know what lies beneath. There's a man that can sing Britney Spears and make it hot. It's true.
That doesn't do
Is
anything
Hunty
for me.
here? Oh, Hunty, a spider killed a snake. Wow, you are delayed, my dear.
Oh boy, way behind.
Delayed. Answer is always snooze.
No, we are not from the same state.
Star, I called an insurance company or something, and I was nice. The lady helped me, and then she had a full mental breakdown. I've had. So my boss was riding in the car at me once, and I had to call. Where we have a lien. We have a lien against our car, right? And I had to call about whatchamacallit. I had to call to set up the payments for it, right? Okay. They all know me there. They all know me. And they know me really well. And they know me so much that I know that their grandkids are being born. I know what they were doing, this with the loan and this, that, and the other. And she's sitting in the back, my boss, and she's just watching me as I'm having this very pleasant, kind conversation. And when I hung up, she goes, "Oh, you're just a little social butterfly. You want to talk to everyone?" I said, nay. I don't give a shit. I said, I give a shit now that I know them and they're very nice people. I said, but that's not why I do this. I said, they will put notations in for me. They'll add extra payment delays for me. They will make sure I don't get all the collection calls. I said, there is a reason. And I had the other day, another thing I called. She said, I have to tell you, I was calling for the homeowner's insurance. She said, I have to tell you, this is one of the most pleasant conversations I've ever had with someone about this. I said, well, my dear, I have 25 years in customer service experience. I have ran customer service for 2 different companies. I consider myself a customer service expert. And it is my goal when I'm on the phone with someone to make the experience as pleasurable for them as it should be for me. And that, my little starlings, is how you get a retail associate to do what the fuck you want.
Please and thank you go a long way.
You act sweet, you talk to them, you relate to them, you let them know that you hope they have a good weekend. Always start off with, I understand this is not your fault, you're just doing your job. I hope you can help me in any way. Starman has had to learn this, you see, because I run all the bills in this household. And the reason I run all the bills in this household is because when you ask him to do it, he goes, we can't pay today. And that's all he says. If you want them, and I'm going to tell you this, you want them to do what you need to tell them the truth. Everyone that's in my in my followers are starlings, all of them. Basic manners and pleasantries go a long way. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. He will sit there and the thing is, and I said it on last stream, I've had my bosses tell me, if I didn't know your life was true, I think you were lying to me. I tell them the honest to God truth, exactly what went down, exactly how it went down, and how it's cause and effect, and why I can't do this. And I had to make a choice. What can I do? What can we do to work together so that way I can continue paying you and I don't get anything negative on me?
Mm-hmm.
The electric is a perfect example where every time Starman tried in the past, I let him handle it only. It would be you either pay all of what you owe or nothing. And then I get on the phone. And next thing you know, all right, Mrs. Star, here's the deal. If you can pay $17 today, we will split up your payments amongst the next 4 payments. Absolutely. Let me check my bank account. I have $18. You can take that $17 today. Not a problem. Thank you very much. And the next thing you know, problem solved. And Starman is my love, and I adore him. But he gets very frustrated when they don't do what he asks when he calls. He gets very frustrated. Why do they do it for you and not for me? Because I play the game and you don't. Because I do what I need to do. I give them what they need. Customer service is a hell of a freaking job, and I have done it for most of my adult life. And I will tell you, female privilege on display. Nay, nay. Don't you start with me, sir. No,
I'm being honest, he's not entirely wrong. Women are much better at being nice and playing the social game than men are.
Right, but that's not us having a privilege. That's us actually doing the work. Because once he, once he has learned, now they're listening to him too. Because he had to call 3 credit cards that we got behind on, and he played the game.
Nice.
Let him do exactly what we needed. I said, "That's my man. You finally catching on, mister." And that's how it is. You've got to be personable. You've got to let them know what's going on, and you have to let them know that you're not mad at them, because I will tell you, as the person on the other side of the phone, I have 100% been that person that go, "Let me go check in the back for you." All right, it's been about 10 minutes. "I'm sorry, miss. I couldn't find it." You a dick to me? I'm not helping you. And I will just say, "Oh my God, you know what? I had 3 different customers ask me questions at once. I just couldn't find what that customer wanted." And that's because if you're good to me, I will bend over backwards to get what you need. I will be the best customer service you've ever had. And that's what I aim to get. I want that customer service, the standard that I set. And so how I do that, I ensure it by being the absolute buttercup to everyone I interact with. And see, Jimpachi is saying it's happened. Female privilege is more of a social brain. Perhaps. But again, there are plenty of women I know who can't do what I do. For instance, my boss. She's as bad as Starman. She was mocking me for it. I said, "Yeah, bitch, but you're the one having a problem talking to the debt collectors, and I'm not." She said, "I just call it and pay it." I'm like, "Yeah, but when you're like me and you can't just call and pay it." It's always a language, because they don't really want you to stop using the service. Right. And the thing is, anytime that they have to tell, so the thing is, you guys understand, when you work in customer service, even if you don't have accounts, technically, that you make commission off of, it still ranks against you that when you had a customer, I kid you not, received a phone call about how stellar exactly. That's a big deal. This is a big deal that customers enjoy working with you, because the thing is, very rarely does a company not care if they lose your business. The only companies that not care if they lose your business are very high-end, very luxury. They have a lot of money backing them up, where you pay them, they don't pay you, situations. Okay? Most companies need the little man. They need them on a string. And so if it starts happening where every time you get a customer calling, it ends up, not only do they not get the payments, you don't get an agreement, you don't get any situational notations, and their bill goes into collections, that's not good. Because the thing is, that's a sell-off account. Now that company has to go through the effort of processing the paperwork, reporting the account. Then they've got to find a debt collector they can sell off to.
And they don't get to sell it for the amount that you owe them. They have to sell it for a little bit less, because nobody wants to buy that amount straight out.
Exactly. And because they have to make a profit, the debt collector. And then the debt collector usually ends up adding a little bit on, and that's why you'll get that option. Because they'll say, "Hey, you can pay it off all now, you can pay it off in this amount of time, or you can do small amounts over the course of this amount of time." That's why they do all that. So they want you to be a happy paying customer that's always there. They don't want you always on time. Because then they don't make extra profit.
They want that interest.
Right. They want the interest, but they want to make sure they hook you for it. So again, I say, if you want help from that, if you're like me and you're in a perpetual state of debt, and you make bad choices or have made choices where you've got to rob from Peter to pay Paul, or you've got to sacrifice and not look at something. Interest rate babies, exactly, Avery, exactly. And so, and especially with credit cards, this is especially true. That's what I will tell you guys. I have learned this from years of being the person that constantly had to call and be like, look, like for instance, my mother died. When my mother died, that was one of the worst because at that time, my job cut down on my hours. Starman's job cut down on its hours. We were behind on all sorts of different things. And then I'm having to call these companies where I actually had some bills connected to my mother, and I had to, delete and get rid of stuff. And it was very difficult at the time. The companies that don't care are usually backed by crazy investments like BlackRock, right? Video game companies with BS ESG, and it's usually actually a pretty big problem in the internet, right? They just don't care. You're rarely going to have that in terms of like your Spectrum, your Cox Cable, your wireless companies. You're not going to have that same problem with the companies you're using. And, so that's what I'm just saying, like, that's my little financial advice to you, my darlings. And I don't know, that's only American. I don't know how it works in other countries. I don't know if it's the same in Canada, but I will tell you, if you're Americans, it helps. I'm pretty sure England operates in a lot of the same ways, I think.
Being nice is just always a good idea, no matter what country you're in.
Right. Very true. I've even had the people in India happy with me. When you get the foreign customer service people like, oh, thank you, I'm very glad to have work with you today. I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy your Easter. When you have an Indian man wishing you happy Easter, you know you've done something right. And I had a lot of them tell me God bless by the end of the day, and they are not Christians. So I did something good. That's the least the problem with the entertainment. They've been launching criminal, right? Was it Microsoft? Not me. I don't know about Japachi. I will tell you right now that speaking of the entertainment industry, have you heard half the shit going down? Jay-Z apparently has gone missing.
I didn't know about Jay-Z going missing. I knew
P.
one
Diddy.
guy did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, you go back to, what's his name? Sheep, what's his name? Cat Williams.
You're welcome.
All I had to do was think of a black man and it helped. No.
To be fair, he does look like them all. Except for Cat Williams.
Typical.
He doesn't really look like Cat Williams.
He's definitely better looking than Cat Williams. No offense to Cat Williams, but
full offense to Cat Williams.
Hey, you know what? All credit. He called all of them out. And ooh, shiny.
It's called Dead Petals.
That's from that new
that dark rainbow. Yeah.
She released another. Did you see my DM message?
I have not. I've been live for a little while right now.
Did he do it though? God, that's bad, Avery. So I'm not a New Yorker, sir. However, I need to know: is StarMorata a black woman in disguise? I can neither confirm nor deny the deity's true nature. But I'm not from New York. I'm from Rhode Island. I'm from the mean streets of the Ocean State. And where the tiny people go. See, that's why I very much represent Rhode Island. I'm short, I'm angry, I'm Italian, and I'm full of water. I'm sorry, that was hilarious to me. I mean, you're like Long Island. Close enough. How dare you? You know better, sir. Just like Long Island, I oughta. But damn, Jinpachi, I can't even repeat that without getting demonetized.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm pretty sure because Friday Night Tights got their entire show from Friday taken down, and I'm pretty sure that's part of why.
Oh, speaking of taken down, so Gothics and BX Bullet were on a stream, and they spoke about, I'm not even going to say what they were speaking about, because YouTube wiped them, but if you want to see, it's on the side
scrollers, yeah.
Side scrollers. Go look on the side scrollers Instagram. And if you see Gothics and BX Bullet on there, just go watch it. YouTube ripped the stream because they were doing wrong speak.
They were being naughty people.
They were, exercising their American rights. How dare they? Disgusting. And so, thankfully we don't really talk about too much of that on here, but I just thought it was kind of odd. Well, it's like, I remember, and I'm still trying to figure it out because it makes no sense to me. So remember when Daily Wire and Crowder had that big...
Oh, yeah.
I was in the middle of discussing it, and YouTube ripped my stream.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Because they didn't... At first, I thought it was just on my end that I fucked up. But I was streaming everywhere else. Just on YouTube, I got turned off. I was like, oh, really? Down Mama Susan, even though she already stepped down. YouTube Susan?
Yeah, she's gone.
When did she step down?
Like a year ago?
Oh, that's right. That Indian guy's in here now, isn't he?
Yeah.
And hello, Dolphin Milk. Dolphin Milk, are you still in Vegas, babe? YouTube told you to glove up, right? For real. And for the record, I'm a Latin man with a healthy lips and yeah, I know, but I can't repeat it. You are. Hey, Horror's having a meetup.
I'm not having a meetup. I'm going to a meetup.
Right. You know what I mean. It's the same.
But I will meet people. I mean, if somebody happens to be there and wants to hang out, I will do that.
Then we can have an inadvertent hug, because then when I see Horror in the fall, I can absorb the hug you gave her through her.
It's starting to sound a little weird.
She'll be in Vegas, yes.
Yeah, next week.
I feel bad because I did not realize Dolphin Milk was in Vegas until after I was back from Vegas.
Oh, no.
I had no idea. None. I felt dumb. You still owe me food. Apparently you owe Avery some food.
So come get it?
Come and get your food.
Keep telling you that.
More like, but whoa, what? Avery, you and Silver are having a...
Look, if you guys want to start dating, just do it.
I thought you said you're just gym bros. Now I'm starting to question some things, boys. What exactly were you planning on lifting? We have a guest room in the bathroom. I think Pig Dolphin was trying to tempt me there too. For American Airlines, like 700. You know what? I actually need to check on those because now it's closer to the date.
Yeah.
I've been a little distracted.
Can't imagine why.
I know, right? What could possibly have gotten in the way in my brain? Whatchamacallit though. But yeah, the plane tickets are going up, man. Like, they hard.
Yeah. It's been nasty lately.
Like, you'd think because travel went up, so I don't know why the plane tickets would go up. They were more expensive when there was less travel. Or they're usually more expensive when there's less travel.
Because everything else in life has gone up. Inflation catches up everywhere. At this point, you might as well accept the fact that things are just more expensive.
The problem is, unlucky, I have no money. Like, the funniest thing is when I get from my boss and she's like, why don't you pay now? I'm like, do you have the cash?
You can get fees.
I would like to pay now.
Over there.
Does Spirit still operate? Yeah, and I can barely fit in Spirit. When I could fit in Spirit, that was the most painful flight. Oh my God. I flew for 4 hours, literally bent forward on my knees. It was so uncomfortable.
Oof.
Like, because I was literally trying, like, the seat was right here up on me. Right there.
Yeah.
So bad. I hobbled off that plane. Yeah, I wanted to go to Brazil, but plane tickets, yeah, no, dude, don't go to Brazil right now. Anyway, yeah, right? Let me tell you something. When I tell you I am so ready for this election year to be done, I am so ready for it to be done. Because you know what? I'm going to say this. I know it's blasphemy. Anyone really is better than Joe. Like, literally. There is no going down from here.
Well, I mean, if he gets reelected, we're going to go down from here, but that's a separate issue.
That's what I'm saying. In choices, there's no going down from here. We go with Joe. Oh, it's. We go with Joe. We screwed. But I honestly think he did such an abysmal job that there's very little. There's some wood.
I mean, it's one of those things. We'll see.
I'd rather you keep your channels. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Listen, Press Houseplant was never. Did you guys see the video Italy made?
Oh, God, that was hilarious.
You laugh at it, but at the same time, it's really not that much of a parody.
I mean, it's totally built off of truth.
Good day, everyone, from Cavatino Calvin Minche. I think that got cut off. I feel like there should be more to that name. But hello.
Hello.
Now, he getting reelected. They dead love it. No. I have seen so many people. If you look up Joe Biden, Italy comedy show.
No, that was the whole name.
Huh?
It was the whole name. I checked.
Oh, okay. It's like comparing diarrhea to solid doo-doo. That is a very accurate statement. That is a very accurate statement. I cannot lie. I can't tell a lie. But I don't know about you, lady, but I'm getting a little tired already. It's been a long week.
Yeah, long weekend. Monday just started.
Oh my God, yeah. But how about you take us out? Look, guys. Look at me.
Well, I will be streaming tomorrow night, and I will be on the midweek hump for Wednesday, and Thursday I'll be streaming. We'll be doing a reading of a few more Lovecraft stories. I've got to find a new book soon, guys, so start sending me suggestions. No. No.
She's
not that. No, not for a minute. No. There ain't enough money. No. Not happening.
For my page, I'm planning on reading it at some point for us guys. And
she'll do that. I'm not doing it.
The baby being born threw me off trying to figure out the watch party, by the way, guys. Once Starman and I have our brains on straight, I'll figure that out.
Friday, I will probably be streaming a game. Saturday, it sounds like we're going to do D&D again because we're having to switch some things around, but it's also my mother's birthday. Sunday, I will not be here. I will be on the road to Vegas, and I won't be back until probably Saturday, so I wouldn't expect a stream for me again until Sunday. However, I also now have a video channel, which is up to 500 subscribers. 513 actually, last time I looked.
Go do so.
That's called the Abysmal Critic. It was the Abyssal Critic, but then some people couldn't read, and it was just more fun to roll into the joke. So it's now the Abysmal Critic. So definitely hop on over there, check out some of the videos, subscribe. I'll be looking forward to doing another. Actually, that's what we'll be doing. What I'll be doing after we get done here is making the video for tomorrow, and that about covers it all. So
there should be no surprises for me for tomorrow. There should not be any. As long as I go to bed relatively soon, we should be fine. Because I already did my face, I did my brush my teeth, so I'm good on all that. Don't do that, not yet. And
right.
As for me, I am streaming tomorrow. We'll be working more on our whatchamacalls, if I can get the frickin' book out. We are going to be doing more of our Inktober, guys. We took care of a lot last week. As many of you might know, I have decided that we're just going to power through it. We are just going, look, I was very proud of this. Look how stinking cute the baby I made is. It's a little baby devil.
Aww.
And yes, guys, if you're not already subscribed to Horror's new channel, I mean, she already made it up to 500 a week. Can I hear 1,000 by next week? Let's get it up there, kids. Don't deny it, young lady. Do it. And
doesn't matter. I can't get any kind of monetization for like 30 days or something. Plus, I got to get the watch hours.
Get them up there. Listen, I know you all come and watch these streams afterwards. I see it. I look. So if you're going to be coming here anyways, just do yourself a favor. Go and click on the subscribe button. Give her videos a like. Let's help my baby out. She's not even going to be here next week. So let's do it. Anyways, so as for me, see me tomorrow. We're working on the art. Talk about a couple more things. I am going to get sub. See, thank you, Silvar, leading the charge. That's our man. Thank you to everyone that either renewed their memberships tonight, by the way, or did super chats. We really appreciate you guys.
Mm-hmm.
The link is up. Then she did provide it on one end. Hold on.
I can't do it on her end.
Can you put it in the private chat? I can't.
I can.
Put that in the private chat. If you are watching this later on, it will be in the live chat. You can see it, and I think you'll be able to click on that link. So let me paste that. I'm putting it up now. And if I remember which week, no, I probably won't. I'll try to put it in the description later. Anyhoodly, as for me, there should be broken record. There should be videos this week. If you want to get a little taste of my videos right now, though, I did make 5 new shorts about the animals this week. I think they're pretty damn cute.
Fair.
Thank you. I did one about the boys. I did a really cute short one. I did one with Axel, and then 2 about my little red men. So go enjoy those. And as for the watch party for Hasman Hotel, the read party for my channel members and my Patreon people, I will get those up, and I'm going to work on, before I go to bed, hopefully, I will have up the employee of the month for my members and my patrons to vote on. And otherwise, guys, I hope you had a blessed Easter. I hope that you were filled with all the most wonderful things. I thank God that my sister-in-law had a nice, relatively easy delivery with all things considered. And my family is now blessed with a whole new member. So you guys are going to hear me gushing a lot more now. Get over it. And otherwise, let me see. Is there anything else for us to discuss, my darling?
No, I think we about, other than we won't be here next week.
Yes, we won't be here next week. So remember to get your pets spayed and neutered. Get them accurately vaccinated. Remember to tell your people that are important to you. Remember to tell your people that they're important to you and that you love them, and be safe. So, Horror.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you too.
Be safe on your way to Vegas this week.
I will.
And everyone else, I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.